Welcome guys to the Pokemon TCG online game. I am Bornopolis bringing you Pokemon gameplay as well as deck building ideas. Quick disclosure guys, so this isn't for those who have been playing the game for a long time and are elite and already know the game very well. This is for people who are just entering into the game. They may not have a huge collection but want to build decks and play pretty competitively with the cards that they do have. That being said, I am going to probably stay within the standard format. Where I live, that's kind of the what everyone plays is the standard format, and a lot of people are just getting into the game. And that is kind of why this channel has started. A lot of the people in my town have just gotten in over the last month, and they have a lot of cards, but don't really know how to make them work together. So that's kind of why I have started this channel, so anybody can watch this and kind of learn. Without further ado, we're going to hop into the first deck that I'm bringing you guys. It is kind of a budget deck, and it so far has proven pretty successful. I have enjoyed it very much, and the reason why we are going to start with this one is because it takes some of the cards from Fates Collide, the new set. Only came out about a week ago from when I've made this video, and yeah, we're going to start there. So it's a Xerneas Delphox deck. It's been a lot of fun so far, so we're going to take a look at Delphox. He is the main attacker in this deck. He has the ability Psystorm. This is the attack that we are going to focus on here. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all Pokemon in play. Now, I used to main a Mega Gardevoir EX deck. Basically, kind of the same concept. His ability does 30 damage times the amount of fairy energy that you have on your side of the field. Now, this does lose 10 times per energy. However, it does take the advantage of your opponent's energy. So what it lacks in actual number makes up for the extra energy that will be in the field. So it's kind of nice. Now, one thing to note is that he does take colorless energy. So you do not have to play fire energy, and his ability doesn't amount by fire energy, kind of like the old Delphox, where he would do more damage per fire energy that's attached to him. So it's kind of nice. So how do we power this guy up? Simple. Xerneas. I run 3 Xerneas. I love the fairy Pokemon. They have such cool abilities, and we're going to take advantage of Xerneas' Geomancy. Choose 2 of your bench Pokemon and attach attach a fairy energy to each of those Pokemon, and then you shuffle your deck afterwards. That is very nice because you can actually attach it to Delphox and use fairy energy to power up Delphox. Now, we do run a line of 3 Fennekin, 1 Brazen, and 3 Delphoxes. Typically, you're going to be running into Delphox a lot faster than a lot of people may anticipate, even faster than I anticipated when I first started this deck. I can get Delphox out pretty quickly. That being said, you won't use Brazen too much, so 1 is perfectly fine. And yeah, so you'll get them out pretty quickly. The next card that we're going to go over is Aromatisse. As often as you like during your turn, you may move a fairy energy attached to one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. So the nice thing about this is, let's say you only have Aromatisse and 1 Delphox out. As you're powering them up, you can actually just take the fairy energy from Aromatisse and put it onto Delphox. Makes it very easy to power him up and get him going. And there are ways to retrieve Xerneas without discarding energies and getting Delphox completely powered up and ready to go. Now, like I said, this is a budget deck, so we will be running a 2-2 line of Octillery. And the reason why I chose Octillery is because he is cheaper to get than Shaman EX. I do have the Shaman to play him, but, trading 50 packs for 1 Shaman and paying $50 for a Shaman, if you're playing in real life, whatever the case might be, is not cheap. So Octillery will do. You can run the Shaman. I think he is going to be better for this deck, in my opinion, but Octillery works. And I do like Octillery because you can use it every single turn without having to use As, so it is kind of nice. They both have their benefits. All right, on to the trainers. I use one escape rope. Escape rope is a clutch item for me. I've become almost dependent on it because there are a lot of decks out there that actually play Pokemon with special conditions, such as poison, confusion, and they're becoming more and more popular. So this kind of gets you out of those bad situations. The nice thing is you can escape rope and then you can retreat. So if you got your Fairy Garden up, you can actually escape rope, drop the special condition, and then retreat back to your attacker. I do play 4 level ball. I actually don't use any Ultra Ball in this deck. And the reason being is because the most Pokemon that we have are actually going to have less than 90 health. Aromatisse has 90, Octillery has 90, and Brazen has 90. Now, obviously there's 2 cards in this deck that have more than 90 health, but you can get them pretty easily as well. And I'll go over those cards to actually show you how to do that. Max Potion. We are going to take advantage of Aromatisse's Fairy Garden. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy attached to that Pokemon. And I apologize, Fairy Transfer, not Fairy Garden. He just basically makes it so you can use Max Potion for free. You will see this in a lot of Fairy decks. Over time, that's kind of how it's been brought to light and made beneficial. We are going to use it for our Delphox. And let's see. Rare Candy. Basically, you can skip from your basic to a stage 2 card. Basically, this is how we're going to get Delphox out super quickly. And I run 4 of them to make sure you can almost guarantee you're going to get one eventually. That doesn't... you will get one within a turn or two. So if you don't have one on your first turn, with Birch and Shauna's, you will get it pretty quickly. I do play 2 Super Rods. Basically because you have 3 Fairy Energies attached to Delphox. If one gets knocked out, you can actually pull all 3 back into your deck. I do not like cards in my discard pile with this deck. Verse Seeker. You put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. Yeah, so basically I play a lot of supporters, as you can see, and it helps me, basically, instead of having just 2 Bridgets, I have 5. Basically how I look at it. And Bridget, which allows me to get 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto my bench, is actually how I will be getting Xerneas, and actually he's my only basic Pokemon. So that's how I get my Xerneas out. That's over 90 health. 2 Lysanders. I feel like that's a good solid number for a Lysander. And switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It is very nice, so when you have that deadly Pokemon that's being built up on the other side, pull him forward, kill him with defeat him with Delphox. And we've got Professor Birches. I play 3 of them. Flip a coin. If heads, draw 7. If tails, draw 4. I do not play Sycamore because, like I said before, I do not want my cards in the discard pile. And this is a way to keep them from getting into the discard pile. And then I play 2 Shauna. In case I'm not getting the Birches, I do have the Shauna to help me out. Teammates, it's kind of a cool full art. Basically, if one of your Pokemon gets knocked out, you can search your deck for 2 cards. It's just basically a better version of Skyla, in my opinion, because it's actually saved me in a few situations to where, like, oh, I have a few Fennekins, my Pokemon has gotten knocked out, I don't have another Delphox, I can actually get a Delphox and a Rare Candy, you know, that kind of thing. Wally, basically he lets you evolve your Pokemon on your first turn. That is the most wonderful thing in the world, but the second best part about it is it allows you to search your deck for that Pokemon to evolve. That is a solid card. I kind of underestimated when I first started getting back into the game and didn't really think much about it, but now I almost run it in every single one of my decks that have like Aromatisse or Octillery running in it. And 3 Fairy Garden. With stadiums, I feel like 3 is the magic number. I feel like 4 clogs your deck, 2 is not enough, 3, it helps because a lot of people do play at least 2. And so if they keep discarding your Fairy Garden with their own stadium, it allows you to have extra stadiums to hopefully end on yours. and then 2 Muscle Band, it's almost not even needed with the amount of energies that are going to be in play. With all your opponent's energies, with all your energies, you're going to be having an incredible Size Storm. And then I only play 8 fairy energies. I feel like 8 was the perfect number. Doing a lot of testing and playing, 10 was too much. I couldn't put enough cards that I needed in the deck to work. And then anything less than 8 was just not, I was just energy starved. So 8 felt like the right number. But that is it, guys. I'm going to show you gameplay on this deck, kind of take you through the thought processes of how I made it work, and just show you. I enjoyed it, so hopefully you will too if you play it. But let's hop into a match here. Alright guys, we're hopping right into this match. Just so everybody is on the same sheet of music, I did change out the Shaunas for a couple of judges. I felt like they're going to make the deck a little bit more fun, and I feel like it's a better card at this point. So here we are, we're going to go first. But let's see how this deck treats us. Hopefully we do well. This isn't the best hand, but it's not terrible either. Starting out with Xerneas is always good, but I wish I would have had a couple of other cards. Having the Birch is kind of nice, and as well as the Level Ball. So, yeah. So here, let's use the Level Ball. We're going to go ahead and grab Finnegan, so we can start powering him up a little bit better. Since I have the Muscle Band, I think I'm going to go ahead and attach the Muscle Band to Finnegan. And let's see what we get with Birch. Perfect, heads. Always nice to get heads on the first turn with Birch. We're going to use the Fairy Garden here, put Remoraid on the bench. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the Xerneas down. I feel like I'm going to regret that later on. Now I have 2 spots left on my bench. I would like to have 2 Spritzies at this point. In case they knock one out. You know, it's always nice to have another. Real quick, guys, I didn't end up playing the Delphox break. I know a lot of people are going to probably disagree with that. I don't run Fire Energy, so I don't get the benefit of the ability. And he does give you, I believe it's 180 health instead of the 140. It would be nice, but really the health isn't really actually needed, I believe. And it just clogs up the deck a little bit more. So, yeah, that's why I didn't play it. And alright, Puzzle of Time. See what he does with that. Okay, just uses it for his deck. Not bad, not bad. And there is the Shaman getting 5 more cards. Let's see what he level balls for. And the second level ball. And we got a Ghastly, so we will be seeing a Gengar later on here in this matchup. So I got to be careful from allowing my Pokemon to get 30 damage counters on them. And an N. Oh, yes. Please end me at this point. I need that. Alright. So we're going to refresh our hand here. It's kind of a nice benefit from him. And we got 2 Delphoxes, a rare candy. That's not bad by any means. And we got another Fairy Garden, so we can get that Dimension Valley out of here. And let's see who he hits with Skill Dive. Oh, and he takes out little Finnegan. Alright, so that's kind of a sad moment. We shall evolve Finnegan into Delphox. Seems like an obvious situation. Let's play our Fairy Garden here. And yeah, let's see if Birch treats us just as well as he did last time. Oh, and it does. Right on. Oh. So we've got 2 rare candies and 2 max potions. That kind of sucks. But at least we can get a Spritzy out. Now, I have another slot, and I can put Finnegan down there. Or I could also wait for a Spritzy. Yeah, go ahead and do the Finnegan. Start powering up 2 Delphoxes, hopefully. I feel like I'm going to regret this decision later on in the match, but we'll see. We'll see. And then we got... So now we have 3 Fairy Energies. If we can get an Aromatisse out next turn or something, then we can move those around, put them on Delphox, and start attacking. Start knocking out his Pokemon. Because right now we are doing 80, 100 damage with the Muscle Band, because there's 4 energies out on the table. Maybe another energy would be cool, with Aromatisse, but it doesn't always work out the way you want it to, unfortunately. So let's see. Oh, and he takes a little bit more damage on Delphox, so we definitely want to get that energy off of him so we can actually max potion for him. Especially with a Gengar in that deck, it's always a little scary. Oh, and he's ending us again. Okay. Okay, hopefully we don't get 2 rare candies this time. Or 2 max potions. And we did end up with 2 rare candies. With no Delphoxes. But we did get a Wally. So we can get Aromatisse this turn, which is kind of nice. But that swoop across ability. Oh, and he plays another Shaman. For only 2 cards this time. Better than 5, I believe. And the rare candy for Gengar. Now, the worst situation that could happen is he decides to attach an energy. Oh, nope. He does swoop across. We did draw the max potion, so we are going to Wally for Aromatisse and heal our Delphox here. So let's go ahead and Fairy Transfer. And we're going to go ahead and max potion. And then we shall attach another energy. First we'll retreat. Fairy Transfer these. I actually really like the Generations energy. I think they're kind of cool. But yeah. So there's all our energies attached. We can attach one still this turn because we haven't attached one yet. And we're going to go ahead and Side Store for 120. And let's see what we get from our prize. We get... Wally. Yes, you are the man. And out comes the Gengar. So Sinister Fog and Creepshow takes actually 2 energies, or if he gets his other Dimension Valley out, then we got to kind of start worrying where he starts attaching those energies. Oh, and another Golbat with 20 damage on Delphox now. Unfortunate. And there's the 1 energy. So he could Sinister Fog me, Poison me, do 10 damage to my benched Pokemon. Oh, instead he retreats into Ghastly. Okay. So now it's my turn. We'll attach another energy. We'll Wally for Octillery. Alright. Let's see what we get. Can't use any more cards, so we're going to have to Abyssal Hand. Hopefully we get something decent. And another Muscle Band. Alright. And this time we're just going to knock out Ghastly with Rainbow Spear. I feel like this is the best option that we've got here, and just attach a bunch of these little energies to the other Xerneas in case he decides to, Lysander Delphox at this point. And we get another prize, and it's Fairy Energy. Wonderful. 2 fairies, 2 rare candies, a muscle band, and a super rod with no Pokemon in the discard pile. So, hopefully he doesn't attach another energy to Gengar, because that could be worrisome. And he is really hammering down my Delphox with the Zubat, Golbat, Crobat strategy. Not my favorite, but okay. And he's ending us again. That brings us down to 4 cards in my hand now, rather than the 6, so that kind of sucks. But let's see what we get. Okay, this time we didn't get 2 rare candies, so that's kind of nice. We did get another Fairy Garden, and if he Lysanders for my Delphox, he's knocked out. So hopefully he doesn't have Lysander in there. Oh, and he just ends, that's right, so he can't Lysander me. Perfect. So what we're going to do on our turn, we're going to get rid of that Dimension Valley. And I'm debating on Lysandering at this point. So yes, he realized he did not have enough damage counters on him. He can't Lysander. So now we've got to, oh perfect, another Delphox. We only have 4 energies, so there's 5 energies on the board. That's only going to do 120 damage with my muscle band. Hopefully we can knock him out, because we really need to knock him out to actually win this matchup. So, I think the right thing here is to Abyssal Hand and hope for an energy. Oh, 2 Lysanders. Oh, that's worse. So, yeah, I think we're not going to be able to knock out Gengar. So I think Lysander is going to be the best shot. Lysander for Shaman. Now he needs to get 2 energies. So what he really needs is an energy and his Dimension Valley back into play. Otherwise, he won't be able to Smoke Fog me. And I'm okay with, or Creep Show me. And I'm okay with that. So, just guess I'm going to end. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread my energies around. If I get to live another day, then I get to live another day. Because if he knocks out my Delphox, and I still have all the energies attached. However, if he decides to attach Crobat again, that means he could do more damage to Aromatisse. He could Lysander Aromatisse. He could have Dimension Valley, and he could knock out Aromatisse, and then I'd be in a pickle. That's a long shot, but once in a while those long shots happen, so it does kind of suck. He attached an energy to Shaman, so he's planning on retreating. But does he have the Dimension Valley? He is Lysandering. He Lysander to Aromatisse. And he retreats to Gengar. Oh, and he doesn't play the Dimension Valley. He uses Sinister Fog. This is our chance, guys. Let's see. Oh, and there's the energy. Gengar is done. He's out for the count. Let's see. We're going to put up Delphox. Start attaching some energies. At this point, I wish we had rare candy so I could level up my or evolve my Fennekin. And ZZZZZ, he must be getting tired or bored. And, well, we were going for the knockout, but he decided to concede first. Anyway, so that's it, guys. That's the deck. It's pretty basic. Again, by no means this is a championship deck. This is just a pretty obscure, fun deck that I played. Like I said, I've been pretty successful with it. Enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment box below. How you would improve the deck and have fun with it. Please, if this video helped you in any way, if you liked it, please like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Just getting started again, guys, and hope to bring you more content. Thank you, and have a good day, guys.